Now I will tell you something advanced, which is writing a function and not repeating code. So as we talked about in last video, we were trying to understand and implement x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 10, and then we have to understand what was z, which is x plus y, and then we did this. So this was one of the ways. Now you see, we did tell you that you can save this label and type a script in test in function, okay, in a script. But what if x and y are changing every time? What you will do? So for that we have something called function. So what is a function? A function is one thing which takes the input x, y, z, whatever you want to say, how many variables as much as you want to take. It takes them as an input, does an operation, like here we can say z is equal to x plus y, okay, and we can say return z, okay. So now please understand, let's try to run everything from very scratch. I will run this function. Now in the environment you can see a function being present, okay, x, y, z were there. So let us check what happens now. If I say function add and I want to just what we say add 4, 3, and I want to store that data in h. So h is equal to add 4, 3. Now you see there is value called h is released, generated. Now that value has been generated and there is no need to store 4, 3. Okay, we can remove this. Okay, there is a command to remove x, y, z. We will do that later. Now that's the advantage. Now suppose I am writing, I don't want addition, I want multiple things. So I want a different function. So let us say this function is operation, okay, and we have a variable called operation which will tell us which operation has to be done. So z is equal to x, y, okay, t is equal to x plus x minus y, a is equal to z into y, and b is equal to z divided by y, sorry, x divided by y. Let's put it x here, x divided by y, okay. Now here we want to introduce we are having all 4 operators, okay. So now what can be done? We want particular value to be returned. We can return all of them. Let's say z, t, a, b. That's one way, and we will show you that also, and we will go one step ahead. So let's again run this function. This function has been saved but has not been run in console, please see. So we will just run this function. Now a function called operation has been defined. Now if I say operation, and I will tell you what is operation, the third variable. If you just enter 2, 3, now what you will think, what it will give to you? Will it work? If I just call, I am calling this function operation 2, 3. So this function will give an error. Why? Because operation functions requires 3 inputs. 1, 2, 3. Can you see that? So now therefore I have to input some other value 1. Okay. And the moment I do that, okay, there is a okay, let me check this. Yeah, there is an error. So we will talk about that more, that how do we return these multiple types, because this has to be into a matrix. Okay, return, just a second, this is a problem here. I should have written C. We will go into that. This is a hands-on class, so please bear with me for some time. So 5, 2 comma 3 comma 1, what is that? 2 plus 3, 5. What is t? X minus 1. What is a? X into y, and b is x divided by y. So now you might be saying, what is this c? Okay, for that we will go to a next class called variables. What I want to tell you is that you can have multiple input variables here, but whenever you are calling that function, that sort of that number of variables have to be called to understand to make a function run. Okay, stop it.